Here they are for the first non-wagering event tonight. Mid-America Harness Drivers Club, field of 5 going postward. 1 Marching Tune, owned by Young & Young. Bob Young drives. 2 is RV's Jewels, owned by Delaware JVS with Ed Ryan up. 3 is Raven Under Glass, owned by David Merrick with Brad Omer. 4 is Magic Fashion, owned by Hodkinson, Puccio, and Vesco, Ned Hodkinson. 5 is out. And the 6 is Baby I Can Go, owned by Ehrenberg and Yaney, David Ehrenberg. Mid-America Harness Drivers Club. Horses and drivers are approaching the start. They're off. And the first away from the outside is Baby I Can Go. To her inside, Magic Fashion. And those two hook up early as they enter the far turn the first time. Gap down in third is Marching Tune. He is 2.5 lengths clear of RV's Jewels, and next in line it's Raven Under Glass as they move to head stretch, and the duel continues. Magic Fashion, the inside, Baby I Can Go, looks to back off from the outside. There then followed by Marching Tune, RV's Jewels, and Raven Under Glass, 28-2 for a swift opening quarter as they come by the stands for the first time. Up top, it's Magic Fashion. Magic Fashion winning the early fight for Ned Hodkinson, leading by 1.25 lengths. With Baby I Can Go along the inside second. Marching Tune now a closer third. RV's Jewels is fourth, and Raven Under Glass is fifth as they round the clubhouse turn. And Ned Hodkinson and Magic Fashion are showing the way. Baby I Can Go and Dave Ehrenberg were looking to come to the outside. Now they duck back down to the pocket. And then it's Bob Young and Marching Tune in third. Raven Under Glass, Brad Omer underway from the back of the pack, now fourth on the outside. RV's Jewels and Ed Ryan trailing the field. 5 lengths cover front to back as they hit the half in a modest 1:01. 3/8 of a mile left to travel as they head for the far turn. And this is Magic Fashion. Magic Fashion, first start back off a layoff, continues to show the way for Ned Hodkinson. It's 1.25 lengths. With Baby I Can Go in the pocket second. Raven Under Glass first over on the rim. Marching Tune, RV's Jewels, 1:31-1. Moving around to head stretch. Magic Fashion continues to show the way. It's 2 lengths. Baby I Can Go along the inside. Raven Under Glass yet to fire on the outside. Marching Tune, RV's Jewels, looks to rally on the extreme outside as they come down the stretch. And it's Magic Fashion still on top. Baby I Can Go. Here comes Raven Under Glass in gear on the outside, but it's Magic Fashion, Raven Under Glass. They hit the line together with RV's Jewels and Ed Ryan a late closing third. 2-1-1. Back in front of the stands, Magic Fashion, the son of Cam's Magic Trick, who was driven to victory by Ned Hodkinson, who co-owns along with R.J. Puccio and Vesco. Bob Carsey is the winning trainer. Ned Hodkinson and Magic Fashion in 2:01-1. And drivers again on the track. Mid-America Harness Drivers Club. This is their second division. 1 is Farewell to Arms, owned by Hatfield Stables, but Hatfield is up. The 2 is Ask Me About It, owned by the partnership of Parker and Berger. Doug Parker drives. 3 is Starfire Action, owned by Rader and Pollock, Ed Ryan. 4 is Neptune Go-Go, owned and driven by Brent Davis. 5 is Mark My Speed, owned by Toppert and Myers. William Myers, the driver. 6 is Valerie Schoaf's J.L. Kirkland and Joe L. Schoaf. 7 is Sorry Charlie, owned by Ned and Lisa Hodkinson. Ned Hodkinson will drive. And the 8 is American Dynamo, owned by David Ehrenberg II, who also drives. Trotters and drivers are lined up for the second division tonight. Mid-America Harness Drivers Club. There they go. And they're off. A pair of breakers at the start. Ask Me About It and Doug Parker's Sorry Charlie and Ned Hodkinson, both well back trailing the field. It's J.L. Kirkland from the outside, who goes out for the lead with Starfire Action. To join him from the inside, Starfire Action drives through to grab command. Mark My Speed comes away 2 farther back in third, followed by Farewell to Arms. American Dynamo is just outside of that. And then we come to Neptune Go-Go, and then much farther back to Ask Me About It and Sorry Charlie. They roll by the opening quarter in 30 seconds flat, and leading the way it's Ed Ryan. Ed Ryan driving on the inside, Starfire Action, and leading the way by 2 lengths, J.L. Kirkland and Joe Schoaf in the pocket second. 2 farther back, Mark My Speed and William Myers in third. Next, it's Farewell to Arms and Bud Hatfield fourth, and 7 from the front. Then farther back, American Dynamo and Dave Ehrenberg, Neptune Go-Go and Brent Davis. Another 2 more, Ask Me About It and Doug Parker catching the top flight. And 2.5 back to Sorry Charlie and Ned Hodkinson, and now trailing but closer to the pack. 102 flat for halftime. Rounding the turn into the backstretch, and it's Starfire Action and Ed Ryan on a comfortable lead, controlling the tempo by 2 lengths. With J.L. Kirkland and Joe Schoaf along the inside in second. Farewell to Arms, Bud Hatfield rapidly gaining ground on the outside first over. And 3 wide outside of that is American Dynamo and Dave Ehrenberg. And then it's Mark My Speed and Neptune Go-Go as they hit the 3 quarters. And Starfire Action maintains that open lead of 2.5 lengths. Farewell to Arms, J.L. Kirkland along the inside. American Dynamo begins to drop back in 133, bound for the head of the stretch. Starfire Action starts to get some urging here. Leads by 2 for Ed Ryan. Farewell to Arms and Bud Hatfield attacking on the outside in second. J.L. Kirkland along the rail is third inside of 16th. It's Starfire Action and Ed Ryan maintaining the lead. Farewell to Arms and Bud Hatfield on the outside. Ed Ryan and Starfire Action hang on to win it. Then it was Farewell to Arms and Bud Hatfield second. Neptune Go-Go and Brent Davis third. 2, 3, and 1. And back in front of the grandstand, it's Starfire Action and Ed Ryan. Starfire Action, a 7-year-old speed in action, owned by the partnership of Rader and Pollock. Jim Pollock Jr. is his winning trainer. Ed Ryan pilots Starfire Action to his second victory in the season, 203 and 1. For the first race, one is Michael Q, owned by Jones and Hunwick Farms Incorporated. Elliott Deaton drives. 2 is Great Millennium, owned by Miller and Roth. Mike Roth is up. 3, Stone Ford, owned by the SmackDown stable, Jack Daly. 4 is Bad Eye Baker, owned by Michael Ray West with Trent Tharps. 5 is Scotty's Noble, owned by Steve Livingston with Kane Kaufman. 6, Helsa Sam, owned by Stuart and Barbara Oppenheimer, Rick Shout. 7 is Whiz White, owned by the White Creek Stable with Jeff Out. 8 is The Terrific Towel, owned by John Perrin, Sandy Beatty aboard. And the 9 is Civil Sam, owned by Kathy Ratcliffe and Jerry Zossel. Jeff Nysonger up. Post time for the first at Scioto, and there they go. And they're off. The 4, Bad Eye Baker, made a break before the start, is now back pacing, but well back trailing the field. Stonefort and Michael Q were both quick to start. They're joined by The Terrific Towel on the outside in third. Great Millennium in the top cluster, fourth by 3. Scotty's Noble is next, then a gap of 5 to Whiz White outside of Helsa Sam. 3 more to Civil Sam, and Bad Eye Baker is last after that early break as they move to the head of the stretch. Jack Daly makes the lead with Stonefort. It's Stonefort in 27-1. Passing the grandstand for the first time. Stonefort, showing speed tonight, is leading the field by 2 lengths. Tracked by The Terrific Towel in the pocket second. 2-back Michael Q is third. Great Millennium is fourth by 2. Scotty's Noble is next, followed by Whiz White. Then 3 farther back to Helsa Sam, Civil Sam, and 2.5 to Bad Eye Baker as they race single file around the clubhouse turn. Up top, it's Stonefort. Stonefort is in command here, leading The Terrific Towel by 1.5 lengths. Michael Q remains in third, followed by Great Millennium, who peaks to the outside fourth, and Scotty's Noble is fifth. 57 seconds for halftime. Racing down the backstretch, just over 3/8 remaining, with Stonefort leading the way. It's an uncontested lead. Call it 1.25 lengths on The Terrific Towel in second. Great Millennium is first over on the rim in third. Michael Q back to fourth. Moving with cover, Whiz White on the outside fifth. Scotty's Noble locked in sixth. 3 wide seventh is Civil Sam. Helsa Sam, with a lot of work to do, is bottled up between horses, followed by Bad Eye Baker as they bunch up in 1:27. Bound for the head of the stretch. Stonefort on the inside. Whiz White 3 wide off cover, circles up to grab the lead. In between horses, it's Great Millennium. And on the outside, Helsa Sam starts to kick in a gear. In the stretch, Whiz White. Here's Helsa Sam on the outside. Helsa Sam takes the lead. Then Whiz White, The Terrific Towel, Michael Q, and Scotty's Noble. Helsa Sam in front. Then it was Michael Q and The Terrific Towel. First win of the season for Helsa Sam, a 6-year-old son of Noble Land Sam from Helsa Hanover by Best of All, owned by Stuart and Barbara Oppenheimer of Irvington, New York. Rick Shout is the winning trainer driver, 156-3 for Helsa Sam in the first. $6-1 exacta, $34 even. Try 6-1-8, 414 even. Racers for the second race. 1 is Apollo Sabra by Reed Racing, Parrish and Parrish. Dean Collins up. 2 is Kioki Cam, owned and driven by David Roop. 3 is Hercules Sabra, owned by Jerome Grogan, Rick Heidman aboard. The 4 is Playboy Sabra, owned by Charles and Christine Blankenship. Dan Noble is up. 5, Will's Pocket is owned by Richard Neff with Charlie Neff. 6, Light Source, owned by Weco Investments, David Myers. 7 is Tired Eyes, owned by East Racing Stable with Jeff Out, the driver. And the 8 is Chemo Denault, owned by Bruce Salisbury with Rick Shout. Post time in 7 minutes. Second race field is ready for a start. And they're off. Kioki Cam showing his typical early speed. Apollo Sabra will press early from the inside, and Apollo Sabra and Dean Collins drive on through to take the lead. Kioki Cam will settle away in the pocket. And then it's Hercules Sabra in the third spot. Parked out fourth is Chemo Denault. Will's Pocket is fifth, already 8 lengths off the lead, followed by Playboy Sabra, 2.5 back to Light Source and Tired Eyes as they move to head stretch for the first time. Apollo Sabra loose on the lead early, hits the quarter in 27-2. Passing the stands, Apollo Sabra trying to take him wire to wire again. Leads Kioki Cam by 2.5 lengths now. Hercules Sabra is gapped slightly at the inside in third, followed by Chemo Denault in fourth, then 2.5 more to Will's Pocket, followed by Playboy Sabra. Light Source and Tired Eyes is about 15 lengths off the pace that is being set by Apollo Sabra as they round the clubhouse turn. It's Apollo Sabra on top of the field at 5-1, leading Kyoki Cam by 2 lengths. And next in line, it's Hercules Sabra. Chemo Denault moves to the outside to catch the cover of Kyoki Cam, who pulls the pocket. Halftime 56-1. On the outside, racing in fifth position is Will's Pocket, 2 farther back to Light Source, who's gaining ground on the outside. Then it's Playboy Sabra, and Tired Eyes is last, but only 7 off the lead now as they get double-tiered and head for 3/4. Apollo Sabra leads the way, but it's just a neck as Kyoki Cam bears down. Chemo Denault is 3 wide off cover, followed by Hercules Sabra, who's looking for racing room. 1:25-4, around to head stretch. And Apollo Sabra succumbs to pressure. Kyoki Cam takes over the lead. Chemo Denault on the far outside to challenge. Hercules Sabra looking to thread his way through between horses. Will's Pocket extreme outside, along with Light Source as they come down the stretch. Kyoki Cam narrow lead. Chemo Denault. Hercules Sabra to the inside. Kyoki Cam. Hercules Sabra down the inside gains the lead and draws clear. It's Hercules Sabra, 2 straight. Tight for second, Kyoki Cam or Chemo Denault. Back to the winner's circle, Hercules Sabra, scoring his 2nd straight victory and his 6th on the season. A 7-year-old son of Towner's Big Guy from H.H. Sable by Sun Sam. Owned by Jerome Grogan, trained by Calvin Wright. Rick Heitman, the winning pilot of Hercules Sabra, 155-4. 3/8 exacta, $37.80. Try 382, 158.20. This one is Senior Jamie. Owned by Eddie George. David Myers drives. 2 is Swingtown and Jimmy Wisman. Swingtown races for owner-trainer Paul Simpson. 3 is Kelly Kinn, owned by John Lee, Bob Harper up. 4 is Johnny Be Gone, owned by Blair and Fairchild, Trent Tharps. 5 is Get It On, owned by Wayne Norman with Kane Kaufman. 6 is Gin Koba, owned by John Perrin with Jeff Nysanger. 7 is Zerk, owned by the SmackDown stable Jack Daly. From Post 8, it's I. Carl's Hometown, owned by Darby's Edge stable, Morgan and Ace and Payson stables, Jeff Fout, and the 9 is Hold This, owned by Michael Euchrin with Rick Heitman. Just over 6 minutes. Lined up for the third, and there they go. And they're off. Zerk is flashing good early speed. Get It On is in the hunt, as well as Kelly Kinn. And then we come down to Swingtown, who comes away in fourth, 6 off the lead. Next in line is Senior Jamie, Johnny Be Gone, Gin Koba, I. Carl's Hometown, and Hold This. Moving around to the top of the lane for the first time, and Zerk is making the early pace, leading Kelly Kinn now by a length and a half. 2 back to Get It On, and Swingtown. The quarter is up in 27-4 as they pass the grandstand for the first time. On top of the field, 8-1 long shot. Zerk is calling the shots. Leads pocket sitter Kelly Kinn. 2 back, Get It On is third. 2 more Swingtown racing mid-pack in fourth. Senior Jamie is fifth and going up on the outside. And Senior Jamie now flushes out Swingtown. Third over in the developing cover flow is Johnny Be Gone. Next on the outside as they race around the clubhouse turn, Gin Koba. And then it's Hold This and I. Carl's Hometown outside trailing in 58-1. Off the turn and heading down the backside, it's Zerk on the lead. Zerk by a length and a quarter. Kelly Kinn sitting at patient second, getting the perfect trip. Swingtown, the long shot, is first over on the outside in third. Get It On is hemmed in fourth. Second over fifth is Senior Jamie. Fourth back at the rail in sixth position is Hold This, followed by Johnny Be Gone, Gin Koba, I. Carl's Hometown. 6 lengths cover front to back as they hit the 3/4. Zerk on an uncontested lead, 127-3. Moving around to head stretch, it's Zerk by a length. Kelly Kinn takes aim from second. 2 back, Get It On is third. Hold This looks to shake free from fourth. Senior Jamie a fading fifth. Jankoba is next as they come down the stretch. Zerk on the inside. Kelly Kin looks to run him down. Late pace, Get It On. Hold This way down the inside. Kelly Kin to a short lead. Get It On is looking to upset. Get It On the inside will key the super. Then it was Kelly Kin, Hold This, and a tiring Zerk. Heading back to the winner's circle is Get It On, fifth victory on the season. 7-year-old son of Carlsbad Cam from Armbro Breda by Meadow Skipper. Owned by trainer Wayne Norman of Pataskala. The winning driver is Kane Kaufman. Get It On, 157 flat. Race, the one is Cat's Torpedo, owned by Donald Paddock with Elliot Deaton. 2 is Tiny on the outside, owned by Morgan Conley Morgan in the Crest Farms. Jack Daly is up. 3 is Norman Kruger's Dr. Gus and Jim Kiesel aboard. 4 is Seinfeld, owned by Joseph Mascara. Jeff Nysonger drives. 5 is Best Bud, owned by Chuck Campbell with Bob Harper. Game Poncho is the 6, owned by Ed Mullinax with Jeff out. And the 7 rounds out the field, Calling the Shots, owned by Reed Racing with Dean Collins. 6 minutes. There they go. And they're off. Dr. Gus, there goes Calling the Shots from 3 wide. Tiny on the outside, nearest the pylons. Coming away in the 4th spot is Seinfeld. Then a gap of 2 farther back to Cat's Torpedo, followed by Best Bud. And Game Poncho is the early trailer, a dozen lengths off the pace. Moving around to the head of the stretch, and at the inside, Tiny on the outside takes the lead, putting Dr. Gus into the pocket. 2 back, Calling the Shots is 3rd. Seinfeld is 4th, followed by Cat's Torpedo, Best Bud, and Game Poncho. 27-3 for the first quarter as they pass the stands for the first time. On the lead, it's the big favorite, Tiny on the outside. Tiny on the outside, and Jack Daly in charge by 2 under the wire with a lap to go. Tracked by Dr. Gus in 2nd, Calling the Shots is 3rd. Seinfeld is along the inside in 4th position. Cat's Torpedo is 5th. Best Bud is awaiting cover in 6th. And trailing 7th on the outside is Game Poncho as they pass halftime, being led by Tiny on the outside in a mild 57-3. Racing down the backstretch, it's Tiny on the outside, on top by 2. Dr. Gus remains in 2nd. The long grind for Best Bud working his way up on the outside 3rd. Calling the Shots is back to 4th and hemmed in at the rail. Game Poncho continues to move with cover. Seinfeld is shuffled back, and Cat's Torpedo is on the outside, trailing 6 off the lead. They go to 3/4, and Tiny on the outside gradually opens up a 3-length lead now as Best Bud comes into 2nd. Dr. Gus could not go on. Then we have Game Poncho, 3 wide, Cat's Torpedo, 126-1. Moving around to head stretch, Tiny on the outside leads it. Best Bud, the only one with a shot to catch him. He's just 2 back in 2nd. 5 farther back to the rest of the field as they come inside of 16th. It's Tiny on the outside leading the way. Best Bud is trying to get to him, but he can't. Tiny on the outside, exuding class. He wins this one by 3 over Best Bud and Cat's Torpedo. Back to the winner's circle, Tiny on the outside, a 4-year-old son of Cam's Magic Trick from Francais Amour by French Chef, owned by Morgan Conley Morgan and the Crest Farms, trained by Virgil Morgan Jr. Jack Daly up 155-1. Fifth race field, number 1 is Showtime Magic, owned by the T. Cody Trust, Jim Shelton. 2 is Sex Machine, owned by Phil Baldoff, with Al Jones. 3 is Badbury Creek, owned by Reed Racing and Mona Allman. Dean Collins drives. 4 is Samarama, owned by Marianne Georges with Jeff Nysonger. 5 is Retirement Plan, owned by Ed Mullinax with Jeff Fout. Master Joe is the 6. Russ Angelbeck owns. Adam Rucker drives. 7 is Mingo Road, owned by Winner Stanley and Stanley. Kane Kaufman. The 8 is Southland, owned by Charter Oak Stable with Bob Harper. 9 is Traditional Frank, owned by Robert Chafin with Sandy Beatty. Second tier starter is the 10, Danny B, owned and driven by Mike Dieters. 6 minutes. Backstretch for the 5th race, and there they go. They're off to a scattered beginning. Showtime Magic from the inside takes the lead. Samarama emerges as a challenger from between horses, and Danny B comes away from the second tier in third position. Gap of 2. Sex Machine is a prominent 4th. Master Joe backs off on the outside 5th. Badbury Creek is 6th, followed by Mingo Road, who's parked out in 7th. Retirement Plan is 8th by 3. Then it's Southland, and Traditional Frank is the early trailer as they roll by the opening quarter. Showtime Magic leads the field there in 28 seconds flat. Passing the stands, it's Showtime Magic by a length and a quarter. Danny B is in the pocket now in second, followed by Master Joe. First over on the outside in third. Samarama relegated to the 4th spot. Sex Machine is guided to the outside in 5th. Badbury Creek is 6th. 3 wide in 7th is Southland. Caught between horses is Retirement Plan as they round the turn. Then a gap of a length and a half farther back to Mingo Road, and Traditional Frank trails Showtime Magic in 58 seconds flat. Off the turn and heading down the backstretch, and Showtime Magic continues to point the way, leading it by 2. Danny B is getting the trip in second. Southland continues to gain ground on the outside, now third, followed by Samarama back to 4th. Master Joe is retreating between horses. Sex Machine is 3 wide, trying to get into gear, still 4 off the lead. Badbury Creek with nowhere to go. Retirement Plan is 7 off the pace, and then it's Mingo Road and Traditional Frank in 1:26 and 4. 3/16 of a mile left to pace as they move to head stretch. Showtime Magic 3 parts of a length. Pressed from the outside by Southland in second. Danny B is in the pocket. Samarama's on the outside 4th, and Badbury Creek is 5th, turning for home now. On top, it's Showtime Magic leading the way by a half. Danny B to the inside, Southland the outside, Badbury Creek way down the rail, Mingo Road from the back of the pack. Danny B takes over the lead. Danny B in a 3-way photo for place between Badbury Creek, Showtime Magic, and Mingo Road. Back to the winner's circle, Danny B honors across the board to Mike Dieters of Deerfield Beach, Florida. Danny B is the senior member of this field, an 11-year-old son of Albatross from So Cozy by Tyler B, picking up his first win on the season. Danny B just short of $450,000 in career earnings, winning here in 156. 10-7 exact to 155.20. Try 10-7-3, 1,007.84 even. Retirement Plan was 9th, Master Joe 10th, Mingo Road 2nd, Southland 5th, Traditional Frank was 7th, and Danny B was your race. Here they are in the post parade. 1 is Positive Scooter, owned by Marvin Godown with Kane Kaufman. 2 is Gully Whopper, Dan Ryan owns, Jeff Nysonger drives. 3 is Kentucky Kid, owned by Beatty, Zanekas, and Geiler, Sandy Beatty. 4 is Sharp Dress Sam, owned by Reed Racing, Dean Collins aboard. 5 is Cranberry Boy, owned by Gate to Wire Limited with Jeff Fout. Copetown is the 6. He's owned by John Lee and driven by Bob Harper, the 7-horse. Timely Scooter, owned by the SmackDown stable. Jack Daly is up, 7 minutes. Up for the 6th, and there they go. And they're off and pacing. First away, it's Kentucky Kid, now joined and overtaken by Timely Scooter on the outside. Copetown in early contention, along with Positive Scooter at the rail. Gully Whopper away in fifth, 5 off the lead. 2 more to Sharp Dressed Sam, and the early trailer is Cranberry Boy. As they move to head stretch, and Timely Scooter takes the lead, Copetown is driving on. Kentucky Kid's in the pocket, followed by Positive Scooter and Gully Whopper in 27 and 1. As they pass the grandstand for the first time, it's Timely Scooter making the pace. Timely Scooter, your race leader by a length and a quarter. Copetown is hung out, challenging second. Kentucky Kid watches over the top pair from third with 5/8 to go. Gap down in fourth is Positive Scooter, followed by Gully Whopper. Cranberry Boy outside of the trailer, Sharp Dressed Sam. Rounding the clubhouse turn, it's Timely Scooter up top. Timely Scooter by a length in 56 seconds flat. Copetown softening him up in second, followed by Kentucky Kid at the rail in third. Positive Scooter is making headway 3 wide on the outside in fourth. Gully Whopper looks to follow that move, now 2 off the lead in fifth. Locked in sixth is Sharp Dressed Sam, and rallying from seventh position is Cranberry Boy. The field is well bunched as they hit the 3/4, now being led by Positive Scooter. Long shot, Positive Scooter takes over and opens up 2. Gully Whopper second. Timely Scooter retreats in third. 3 wide Cranberry Boy. Copetown trying to hang tough, 125 and 1. Bound for the head of the stretch. Positive Scooter leads the way by 2. Gully Whopper is trying to close in second. Cranberry Boy is 4 wide. Copetown is 3 wide, turning down the stretch. And Kane Kaufman is working on Positive Scooter. He leads it by 3. Gully Whopper's not going to get to him. Late kick, Sharp Dressed Sam, but they're not going to be Positive Scooter. Gully Whopper, Sharp Dressed Sam third. In the winner's circle, Positive Scooter scoring a second straight victory, 155 and 2. A 6-year-old son of Matt Scooter from 99th by Denali, owned by Marvin Godown of Greenville, Ohio. The winning trainer driver is Kane Kaufman. Kane Kaufman with a pair of wins tonight. Is Walnut Timber Cam, under lease to Ray Cromer. Bob Harper drives. The 2 is Grant Pass, owned by Catherine Wolfinger with Dean Collins. 3 is Really Shady, owned by Alan Keith. Mike Roth is aboard. The 4 is Original Sam, owned by Leonard Buckner with Jack Daly. 5, The Peep, owned by Baker and Purdue, Trent Tharps. Count of Kentucky is the 6, Ellis Bryan Inc., the owners. Bobby Mattingly drives. 7 is Silver Rush, owned by Long and Long, Jeff Smith. And the 8 is Siegfried Hanover, owned by Dino LaCastro with Jeff Fout. 7 minutes. He gets the first call. There's Siegfried Hanover joining the fray. Grant Pass nearest the pylons. Walnut Timber Cam backs away in fourth position. Gap of 2. Original Sam is fifth, 7 off the lead, followed by the Peep. Silver Rush will tuck in just in front of the trailer. Count of Kentucky as they move to the top of the stretch for the first time. Siegfried Hanover from the outside takes over the lead from Really Shady, but Grant Pass is driving on from third. The quarter goes in 27 and 2 as they come by the grandstand for the first time, and Siegfried Hanover yields to Grant Pass. Grant Pass and Dean Collins puts the 3-2 favorite on the top spot. 2 lengths clear of Siegfried Hanover in second. Really Shady is racing in third. Gap of 3. Walnut Timber Cam is fourth. Along the inside in fifth position as they round the turn, that's Original Sam. The Peep is taken to the outside. Sixth, Count of Kentucky and Silver Rush in 55 and 4. A solid pace in here as they head down the backstretch. And Grant Pass continues to point the way. Grant Pass by 2. Siegfried Hanover is second. Really Shady comes to the outside third, but struggles to get into gear. The Peep will move up alongside in fourth, now uncovered. And the Peep is going to be caught 3 wide as Really Shady is back to the outside again. Then 5 lengths farther back to a fading Walnut Timber Cam, Original Sam. Silver Rush, Count of Kentucky. They're in 2 flights of 4, 125 and 1. moving around to head stretch. Grand Pass continues to lead the way. Siegfried Hanover, Really Shady, is stagnant between horses. The Peep is still 5 lengths off the lead as they come down the stretch. Grand Pass trying to go all the way. Siegfried Hanover dips down to the inside. Then it's the Peep and Really Shady. Grand Pass trying to keep it together. Siegfried Hanover, the Peep on the outside, getting up. Then it was Siegfried Hanover and Grand Pass. The Peep is back to the winner's circle. 4th victory on the season. A 3-year-old son of 3 wizards from Royal Heroine by Troublemaker. Owned by Tom Baker and Dan Perdue of Ohio. Dan Perdue, the winning trainer. Trent Tharps, the winning driver. The Peep in 1:55 and 1, a career best. They are for the 8th race. 1 is Newt Gingrich, owned by Zossel and Radcliffe. Jeff Nysonger up. 2 is Robin's Boy, owned by Shakari Patel with Elliot Deaton. 3 is Pocket Vance, owned by Phil Baldoff and Cadley Hawk. Jeff Out. 4 is Moe's Muffler Shop, owned by Reed Racing and Mona Alm and Dean Collins. The 5 is Tucson Express. Doug Neely owns. Bob Harper drives. And the 6 is Prince of Flight, owned by Joseph Mascaro with Dan Noble. 6 minutes. The 8th race field lined up, ready to go. They're off. 3 wide. Battling for that early lead, Robin's Boy, Pocket Vance, Moe's Muffler Shop, gap of 3, Newt Gingrich, Tucson Express, and Prince of Flight. As they move to the head of the lane for the first time, Pocket Vance and Moe's Muffler Shop go on with it, leaving Robin's Boy in the 3rd spot, 2.5 back to Newt Gingrich. Then it's Tucson Express and Prince of Flight as they race by the quarter in a quick 27 seconds flat. Coming past the stands for the first time, and Dean Collins makes the front with Moe's Muffler Shop, now leading it by 2 1/2 lengths. Pocket Vance is in the pocket. 2 back, Robin's Boy is 4 off the lead, racing in 3rd, and Newt Gingrich is guided to the outside 4th. Tucson Express gets the cover trip in 5th, and 2 back to Prince of Flight, who trails the field 6th. As they round the clubhouse turn on top of the field, it's Moe's Muffler Shop. Moe's Muffler Shop. Dean Collins trying to settle him down in the front end. He hits the half in a speedy 55 and 3, racing down the backstretch. Moe's Muffler Shop a length and a half clear. Pocket Vance is getting the 2-hole trip. Newt Gingrich is first over on the outside, commanding the outer tier in 3rd. Robin's Boy on the inside is 4th. Tucson Express a close-up 5th, and Harper now sends him off cover, followed by Prince of Flight, who's trailing the field, but only 3 lengths off the lead as they stack up in behind Moe's Muffler Shop. 3/4 in 1, 24 and 3. Bound for the head of the stretch, Moe's Muffler Shop by a length. Tucson Express off cover comes into 2nd, followed by Pocket Vance at the inside 3rd. 3 wide, Prince of Flight is racing in 4th. Robin's Boy and a weary Newt Gingrich as they come down the stretch. They're all trying to catch Newt Gingrich. Here is Tucson Express on the outside. Pocket Vance at the rail. Prince of Flight on the far outside. Moe's Muffler Shop. Can he hang on? Tucson Express, can he get up? Yes. Then it was Moe's Muffler Shop 2nd. A photo for show between Pocket Vance and Prince of Flight. Scoring his 7th victory of the season for Doug Neely of Barberton, Ohio. John Lee, the winning trainer. Bob Harper, the winning driver. Tucson Express, a 6-year-old son of Tucson Hanover from I'm a Happy Noble by Most Happy Fellow. 154 and 2. Ninth race field, 1 is Breezy No Blue, owned by Frank Castle with Trent Tharps. 2 is Belm Atlantic, owned by the partnership of Wingfield and Wingfield, Sandy Beatty. 3 is Yankee Airmail, owned by James Woodward with Bob Harper up. Siouxland Big Chief is the 4, owned by Eilert and King, Jeff Neisager. The 5 is Fritz Feist, owned by Crow and S&R Crow Corporation, Jimmy Wisman drives. 6 is Flashy Scooter, owned by the SmackDown stable with Jack Daly. 7 is out. 8 is Daresbury Lane, owned by Casper's stable with Jeff Fout. 9 is Hunter, under lease to Jim Pollock Jr. with Kane Kaufman, and the 10 is Maximum Revenge, owned by Gary Adams with Elliott Deaton. 7 minutes. In the backstretch, there they go. They're off. Jeff Neisager sends Siouxland Big Chief out for the lead, joined from the outside by Flashy Scooter. Then it's a gap of 2. Fritz Feist comes away in third, gap of 3 more. Breezy No Blue is racing in fourth, followed by Hunter, who will take a seat in fifth position. Next is Maximum Revenge, followed by Belm Atlantic, Yankee Airmail, and Daresbury Lane as they move to the head of the stretch. Flashy Scooter is on top of the field in 26 and 4. Passing the stands for the first time, Flashy Scooter setting a swift early pace, leading Siouxland Big Chief by a margin of 2. Then 2 more to Fritz Feist in third. Gap out 3 to Breezy No Blue in the fourth spot. Hunter gets a tug of the right line, going up first over on the outside, fifth, and Maximum Revenge will follow that move in sixth. Third over seventh is Yankee Airmail, who starts to pick it up. Then it's Belm Atlantic, and Daresbury Lane is trailing as he moves into the outer tier. He's 9 lengths off the lead. They hit the half in 56 and 3, rounding the turn into the backstretch. It's Flashy Scooter in command here by 2. Siouxland Big Chief along the inside. Hunter is first over on the outside. Second over in fourth is Maximum Revenge, now in range just 2.5 from the front. Fritz Feist is third back at the rail, hemmed in fifth. Third over sixth is Yankee Airmail. He gets into the action, and then it's 4 more to Breezy No Blue, Daresbury Lane, and Belm Atlantic. They hit the 3/4, and Hunter presses on and takes over the lead in 1:25 and 1. Moving around to head stretch, it's Hunter by 2. Maximum Revenge is second. Yankee Airmail continues to close in 3 wide in third. Flashy Scooter drops anchor in fourth. Fritz Feist shakes free from fifth. Siouxland Big Chief got backed up out of it as they come down the stretch. Hunter is under the whip. Maximum Revenge on the outside. Yankee Airmail is trying to reach on the extreme outside. Yankee Airmail getting up to score. Then it was Maximum Revenge and Hunter to go third. 1:54 and 3. Back-to-back wins for Bob Harper. This time he scores with Yankee Airmail, 1:54 and 3. Third victory in the season, a 5-year-old sent a beach towel from Angeline by Annihilator, owned by James Woodward of Groveport. Bob Harper trains and drives the winner, Yankee Airmail. 310 exacta, $39.40. Try 310.9, 404.80. Your field for the feature, the Budget Car and Truck Rental Invitational. Number 1 is Special K, owned by Robert McCoy with Jack Daly. 2 is Crystal Bryant, owned by Tremonti and Mullinex, Jeff Out. The 3 is Billy Six Shooter, owned by Billy and Opal Sizemore, Jeff Smith. Ace High Big Guy from Post 4 for Kevin Markham, Rick Heitman drives. 5 is Our General, owned by Reed Racing with Dean Collins, and the 6, Here Comes David, is owned by Joseph Mascara, Jeff Neisager. 7 minutes. There they go. And they're off. Crystal Bright takes the lead. There's Our General showing speed to his outside. Special K comes away in the top flight. Third, gap of 2. Billy Six Shooter is fourth. Then it's a 3-length separation to Ace High Big Guy, and Here Comes David is last of the 6 as they roll to the head of the stretch for the first time. Dean Collins leads the way with Our General, but Crystal Bright and Fout are out of the pocket early, charging up, looking to assume the lead in 27 and 3. passing the stands for the first time. And Crystal Bright out of the 2-hole takes command and opens up a 2-length lead on Our General in second. Special K sits in from third. Billy Six Shooter looks at it from fourth. A-Side Big Guy is fifth. And here comes David, is content to trail at this point as the single file field makes their way around the clubhouse turn. Even money favorite Crystal Bright is commanding this field, leading by a length and a quarter. Our General, Special K. Then it's Billy Six Shooter peeking to the outside. A-Side Big Guy, and here comes David, is off the cones. 56-3 for halftime. Racing down the backstretch, just over 3/8 out. It's Crystal Bright leading the way by a length and a half, but here's Special K to challenge first over and second. Our General remains in the pocket third. Billy Six Shooter now second over fourth, third over, and now going off third over cover is Here Comes David. A-Side Big Guy is last, 3.5 off the lead, 125 flat. Moving around to the top of the stretch, and Crystal Bright continues to show the way. Special K a length back in second. Our General is third. Billy Six Shooter launching a bid from the back of the pack. A-Side Big Guy, and Here Comes David is not responding to the whip as they come down the stretch. And they're all coming after Crystal Bright. Our General down the inside. Billy Six Shooter the outside. Late kick. A-Side Big Guy is caught between horses. Billy Six Shooter on the outside getting up. Then it was Our General and A-Side Big Guy, 154-1. Back to the winner's circle. An upset here as Billy Six Shooter scores his 8th victory on the season. A 4-year-old son of In the Pocket from Katy Hill by Falcon Elmhurst, owned by Billy and Opal Sizemore of Miamisburg. The winning trainer driver is Jeff Smith. He guides Billy Six Shooter to this victory in 154-1. For the 11th race, one is Lock and Load, owned by Taylor and Taylor. Dean Collins. 2 is Curly the Rocket, owned by John Lee. Bob Harper is up. 3 is Cole Tomar, owned by Long and Long. Jeff Smith. 4 is Win With Style, owned by Mel Ravello. Rick Heitman is up. 5 is Abnormal, owned by Nancy Buckley with Francois McGuire. 6 is Groomsman, owned by Robert Grover. David Myers. 7 is Urban Good Friday, owned by the SmackDown stable with Jack Daly. 8 is Princetown, owned by Patrick Tortorello with Jeff Nysonger. For the outside post 9, it's Cash Ever After, owned by Brad DeVino and Melody Young with Jeff Found. And the 10 is Hansel Highlight, owned by Thelma Kane with Trent Tharps. 7 minutes. 7th race. And there they go. And they're off. Curly the Rocket quickly overtaken by Cash Ever After, and Cash Ever After and Jeff Out cut over to grab the top spot. Curly the Rocket is in the pocket now in second. Groomsman comes away in third. Length and a half. Lock and Load fourth. Urban Good Friday looking for a seat in fifth and will settle in just in front of Hansel Highlight. Next in line, it's Cole Tomar, followed by Win With Style, Abnormal, and the early trailer as they move to head stretch is Princetown. They're by the quarter in 28-1. Passing the stands for the first time, and it's Cash Ever After leading the charge on top of the field by 2. Curly the Rocket is second. Lock and Load is parked out in third, but 2 lengths off the lead. Then 2 farther back to Groomsmen. They make up the top flight. Another 5 more to Urban Good Friday. Next in line is Hansel Highlight. Then 3 back Win with Style to the outside of Cole Tomar, followed by Abnormal, and the trailer is Princetown. As they hit halftime, they're being led by Cash Ever After in 56-3. Cash Ever After setting a solid pace in here, 28-2 on the second quarter as they round the turn and head down the backstretch. Cash Ever After by a length. Lock and Load getting a rough trip on the outside. First over in second, followed by Curly the Rocket. Just in behind third, Urban Good Friday gets into gear, catching the cover second over fourth, 2.5 off the lead. Groomsman with nowhere to go, followed by Hansel Highlight, who rallies from the back of the pack. Win with Style, Cole Tomar, 126-2. Moving around to the head of the stretch, and it's Cash Ever After leading the way by a length and a quarter. Urban Good Friday abandons cover, rallying 3 wide second. 4 wide is Win with Style, followed by Curly the Rocket, who comes to the outside as they head down the stretch, and Cash Ever After opens it up to 3 now. Curly the Rocket is trying to close. Groomsman shakes free along the inside with Win with Style the outside, but it's all Cash Ever After pacing strong to score by 2.5 lengths. Then it was Curly the Rocket, tied for third, between Win with Style and Groomsman, 155-2. Back to the winner's circle, it's Cash Ever After, third victory on the season. 8-year-old son of Call for Rain from Once Upon a Cash by Naya first, owned by Brad DeVino and Melody Young, trained by Virgil Morgan Jr., driven to victory by Jeff Fout in 155-2. 72.80 on the 9.2 exacta. The Super, 9.246, 9,343.60. And if you had 2 of 3 correct in the pick 3, 2 of 3 returns 35.80.